Hello and welcome to Jordan's Journey Journal. My name is Jordan. Today's journal date is 10/11/2020. Today's journal posting date is hopefully 10/11/2020, and the recording date is 10/11/2020 as well. Today we're going to go into kind of my gripes with art, and I'll kind of leave it at that. Things I need to do and things to double back on. Things to remind myself is what I'm trying to say. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy this journal by Jay.
I haven't sorted them out. I have a whole bag of things that I'm trying to work through and get the one essential,
Would you say that you're trying to play everything you hear?
I want to focus on my art more because I know that behind that door there's so much in store, maybe even one day a store. And I have so many visions and they all seem real, clear, and ideal, but just out of reach. And the ones where it's just you and me on a beach are fading like the sand in between my feet. I see myself there one day and I know that success has to come and stay, and if I leave too early that will all go away. My biggest fear is being 30 and not being able to support myself, and no ill will to my father, but his talks don't really help. And yes, they light a fire under my ass, but a fire still burns. I'd rather him just give me the gas to motivate and watch how I'll earn. It will push my buggy just a little bit more forward towards the direction of all my awards. Not that I really need them to feel successful anyway, I just want a good system, one that I feel proud of when it comes to creating. I just want it to be like a factory line, but pardon if that seems harsh, let's just say I want every piece to have a good home and a good line, so they don't end up in a marsh, so I can move on to the next ink line, and I'm really loving where I'm going. But I know this here quagmire cannot stay. All I have to hope is that it's a rubber band adding tension. So one day, I can springboard away. One day, I will springboard away. Next section. Making art has been such a cathartic experience, but it's funny. I feel like I have just too much of it now. I have books and books of paintings, but no home for them. It's like I just want to say to my friends, just take it, and just pay for shipping. If you want to slide me 2 cents, it's not like I won't be nipping, but I just want to not have to give them all to my dad for him to post them up in the bathroom. Not that that's a bad thing, it's just not where I really expected them to go. But hey, I guess the walls match my art, so. But hey, it's all good. I know that I'll get there someday, but I was just watching this movie on Netflix called I'm Thinking About Ending Things, and beyond the weirdness that movie was, which I actually kind of enjoyed, but I definitely have to rewatch. There's a character called Jake, and in it, he said something along the lines of this: I want to believe in all the junk that self-help books tell you, silver linings and hope and all that, but I don't know if I can. And to me, I say, I just want to believe that my art is worth something, that it goes beyond the ink that I spend on it. I just want to believe that one day my career as a filmmaker, producer, an MC, a musician, and all that I hope to achieve in this life will come true. But I have a quote for you that pretty much sums up, and my quote after it that is based off of it. I know it from a film by Van Neistat and Tom Sachs. It's called 10 Bullets, and it's the final bullet. It goes something like this. It's by Ray Kroc, the inventor of McDonald's. Nothing in this world can take place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than an unsuccessful individual with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. My version of this is, persistence and patience will have you persevere above anyone's performance. I believe in a God and a universe that has my back. I believe that if I keep drilling, I'll reach the stars, in fact, and even though Kamina might not come back, that I'll have Team Gurren to pick up where I lack and my slack. All I have to do is believe in the you that believes in me, and the same goes for you, my G. In this wild race called life, it seems like every day is a fight. You have to find some solace before you go to bed at night. And that's why I do this. That's why I write. And I know, in the end, both you and me will be all right. And as the beat loops, we will do a quick poem by Jay, who wrote them. In fact, this one is again about a space samurai. It's me, in fact, but leave that for a later episode, my guy. Yeah, space samurais, man. That's me. I have this entire vision about space samurais. It's fucking sick, but I can't wait till it comes true. If it does. Anyway, rest easy, young space samurai. The world is harsh, the future uncertain. That I cannot lie, but all you have to do is one thing. That's to step to God's beat. It might be hard, but honestly, my man, it's within you and me. On defeat's doorbell, do not ring. It's persistence of training night and day, so that one day when you face your opponent, you will know just to walk away. And on death's bed, which is farther away than you think, you rest your head and think about the blow you could have landed and the ripples it would have sent. A smile will grace your face, and death will lament. Alright guys, thank you for listening to my journal. I appreciate it. If you want to click off now, it is all good. If you want to stay to the recorded segment and potentially the Patreon special, which will, again, not always be free, it will be dope. But if I don't see you, it's been real. Space Samurais and Space Cowboys alike, I hope you have a good morning, evening, and if not, good night. So I'll catch you on the next episode. If you want to really listen, just know that my fingers one day will be sweaty and glisten from writing so goddamn much in this summer heat. But it's fall right now, and that's okay with me. So as I turn on this camera, hear the click, push the button, wait for the double clap, and you know we're in it. Hello and welcome to the recorded segment. I'm going to take a hit of my vape because I do not have a cigarette right now, but it's okay because I quit yesterday for my dad's birthday. Really? Yeah. I quit for his birthday. So I can honestly remember it. So I can remember the day I quit. 10/10/2020. Happy birthday, Dad, by the way. Mr. in your 50s, but I won't say because I partially don't remember, but honestly it's probably a good thing. But yeah, I have so much art, and I'm like, I know I'm not famous enough just to like type out, hey, I have art to sell. It seems like I could, honestly, but I have a website and I can post it there and be like, if you want it, $5 and shipping, and you got it, you know. But I love my art. I love creating. I love the process of when I actually paint and do all this kind of creative stuff. It's so cathartic. It's so nice. And I just really want there to be a home for it. That's the most important thing. I want to get it. I don't want to get rid of it. I don't want to burn it all or have it hang all in my dad's bathroom, which was hilarious, in fact. I went home and I went to my dad's house. This is more my home. This is my mom's house. They're divorced. But I went to my dad's house and I walked in and I was like, I left a painting here. I looked around for like a hot second, talked to him, talked to his girlfriend Jen for a hot second, and then I went to the bathroom to go pee and I saw it there and I was like, really, Dick? His name was Richard. My middle name is also Richard, but in my mind I was like, really, Dick? Really? Like, you had to put it there? But to his credit, the bathroom has like red tones. It has red in it, and my painting has a lot of red in it, so it makes sense artistically. And my dad is a very visual person, and his house has a very nice layout, and it's very organized, unlike my house. Not my mom's house, but my like this would never happen there. You know, my dad is a police officer. He's a sergeant. He's very by the book, and it's funny to see him kind of like that. You know, I doubt he had any ill will. I hope he had a moment where he was like, Jordan might be pissed at this, where people are gonna be taking a shit and looking at his art, but maybe it's there for a reason. He has this one piece that I'm not proud of hanging, and I'm like, I just want a piece that can replace that piece, man. You know, I'm not proud of it. I was like, this piece is a piece of shit, man. Just, I gave you so much other art, but that's all beside the point. I'm like, just replace it. Just replace it. I know you're busy, but I would like to walk in and see a piece that I'm actually proud of. So for his birthday, I made him something, which I am going to give to him today. A day late, belated. I wanted to make him a scythe, but the scythe gave me troubles, so its name is now Rifle, because it looks like a fucking rifle, not like an assault rifle, like an old school musket. So yeah, but let's talk about my dad for a little bit. I like how, like, because I pretty much covered all I'm feeling about my art, so I could talk about my dad. Me and him have not had the best relationship. We're two very opposite people, you know, when it comes to a whole lot of stuff. But with our last conversation that we had, I realized it's just his way about talking. It's just the way that he presents his package. It may be harsh and abrasive, and that's not a bad thing, but he cares, you know? He really does care. He was like, Jordan, he asked the question, he was like, Jordan, where do you see yourself in life? Where do you see yourself going? Something along the lines of that. And I was like, in life, in the future, in college, what do you want? Like, what avenue? And he was like, just in general. And I told him, like, I'm just taking it day by day. And for whatever reason, that answer didn't sit well with him. Because he was like, oh God, my kid is just going to end up somewhere that he's not going to like. And I told him about my gripes with college, where I'm like, I'm 5 years in at this point, man, and I'm not liking it. I'm thinking about dropping out. And he's like, basically, sternly said, I understand your point. And he made it very clear, where he's like, I cannot make this decision for you, which was something I loved. Because he was like, I cannot make that final call for you. I'm not going to force you into it. You're 24 years old, and I cannot make that call. But let me give you some advice. And because of past, and it's not necessarily traumatic, but it is traumatic. Because of the past and the way how, as I got older, I was able to process that information a little bit better. I was able to understand not necessarily the package that it was presenting, but the package inside. And with this last talk that we had, it really hit home, because I was like, damn, you're right, He was like, Jordan, just get ahead of it. You always wait till the 11th hour when it comes to this kind of stuff. Just get ahead of it, as the beat changes. But yeah, get ahead of it. So literally that night, I sent an email to my not my dean, but to my, I forget what their name is, but they help you out with schedules and advisor. And I did it, and I felt great. I was like, my dad helped me do this. He put the fire under my ass and allowed me to do it. And not allowed me to do it, had me recognize the importance of college. Because really, I only have like 1.5 years left. And as horrible as, not as horrible, but as different as it would be hopping out of college at 27, I know the day that I walk the stage, I will feel such a weight off my back. Be like, finally, I can do all of this. Finally, I can get this shit just done. Finally, I can spend my days working and doing what I love, which is painting and doing this. Learning how to play guitar, which is something that I still want to do. Learning how to DJ, which is something that I still want to do. Learning how to be a better MC, be a better poet, be a better writer, produce a book. Like, I have all these dreams and aspirations, and I know that my father, being the man that he is, wants nothing but the best for me. But the way that he says it can sometimes be a little bit harsh. Again, he's a sergeant, but some people, myself, kinda call him the drill sergeant. I want to start calling him the drill sergeant, because he's the motherfucker who will sit you down. Sorry, Dad, if you're watching this, and he's like, you call me a motherfucker. No, he's a person that will sit you down and tell it to you like it is, bone dry. Like, the life is shitty, life sucks, but you got this. And if I end up having kids, I'm gonna take a lot of that with me, but I'm gonna do it in my own flavor. Because the thing is, with parents, I've kind of found is they just are people too, and you're their problem. They want the best from you, and I even as much, I wish this transition was a little bit better. I'm sorry, it just bugs me a little bit. As much as it hurt growing up to be around the man, and as much as I didn't hurt myself physically, but it hurt emotionally, hurt myself emotionally more of because of him, I would not be the person that I am today in all the ways. Kooky, brainy, poetic, artsy. I would not be the same person, and I have to give half the credit to him, and the other half to my mother. And actually, I'll give 40 to him, 40 to my mom, and 20% to literally everybody else, and then an extra 10 to God and the universe, And it feels good. I'm not at the point of forgiveness. I don't think he's at the point of forgiveness either. I feel like we're still kind of battling, but we come to a very good ceasefire, where we're just trying to do better and be in each other's lives more and be better to each other, if that makes any semblance of sense. So for his birthday, I was going to make him a scythe, a weapon. that is used. That was turned a tool for gardening that was turned into a weapon and a representation. But instead, I had the idea of giving him a paint set, a Sumi paint set, a notebook, a Sumi brush that I use, that I love, and a thing of ink, and a good Hallmark handwritten letter that says, whenever you want to take up those painting lessons, I'll take up the golfing lessons with you, you know? And I think that's going to be a whole lot better than me just kind of presenting with a stick with a blade on it, as cool as those are. I think that that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to make a quick trip to Blick, even though I want to go to Jerry's, but they're closed on Sundays. So, Dad, this is my ode to you. Thanks for being you. Thanks for suffering through it with me. We've both been through a lot in this goddamn life. But I'm glad to have you by my side tonight. You know. In a dark, dark night, you were there. And that's all I could ask for. Richard Alexander. Alright. I'll catch you guys later. This has been Jordan's Journey Journal 10/11 moving on 2020. And I'll catch you guys later. So let's do the sign off and then Patreon special. Space samurais and cowboys alike, I will catch you on the next hike. When you see Jordan riding up a mountain on a bike. That is not a mountain bike. He prefers a road bike gotten to him by his dad that he doesn't take care of because it was never his to have. But one day he will understand the importance of that bike when he grinds it with an angle grinder and says, alright, time to weld it back. Alright, Space Cowboys and Space Samurais, I'll catch you later. Have a good morning, evening, night, and if not, go look up King Vader. Bum, 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 bum. Ready for the Patreon special? Patreon special. No longer free. Why? Because the last one was pretty intense, so I don't know what this one's going to bring. So if you want it, show me 10 cents, you know. Zemwa, how are you, God? Zemwa, late. Zemwa, you don't got time for this shit. Zemwa, so we got a vape. Zemwa, you got a good point. Zemwa, but I'll be on time. Why? Because this is my dad's day, and I'm going to spend it with him, my time. Zemwa, that man. As in my father. Zemwa, Zemwa. I don't know what to do with him. Zemwa, you wanted him hell, you wanted him heaven. Well, the funny thing about it was, that was actually Satan taking the face of my father. Because he realized that that was Satan. Not Satan, just the devil, you know. Again, biblical, not biblical, but the names help. Yeah, I had a voice and a face in my head that was my dad, or who I thought to be my father. That was Satan, just berating me all the time. It's part of the reason why I broke my dad's garage window with a goddamn rock when I was manic, because I was like, I can't take this shit anymore. Put a goddamn arrow through his garage door. I'm trying to tell you, I was not a good person when I smoked weed. I turn into the Incredible Hulk, no intelligence is need. Why? Because there's just rage, and there's just anger, because it's all residually there. You know, yes, there is highs, yes, there is lows, but it's not the type where I can slick back my hair and just stare. I'm trying to tell you that this shit isn't cool. Mania is not really my tool, at least not yet. Not until the world has settled with the fact that Jordan cannot be meddled. So he has to have a team of people watching him. There is nothing more than I would like to sip some gin with a weed in between my fingers, man. So, yeah, but until then. So I feel like the Patreon special, if you really are a subscriber, doesn't really need to be that long. It just has to basically complete the end of this motherfucking song. Patience and persistence will get you beyond anyone's performance. Mustard seeds grow great trees, you just have to own it. If you're given an acre of dog shit, by God himself, turn it into manure, my friend, and watch friends help. You do not want to writhe in it. You do not want to sit. Because if you do, you will indeed become the shit. Not in a good way, bitch. I'm trying to tell you, ain't good. God is with you even if you don't believe in his hood. Why? That means heaven. You know, even if you don't believe in that way, I think that God is still the eternity. We had to come from someplace. Consciousness has to exist somewhere. Matrix or not, I just wanted to share. Boom. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you for watching Jordan's Journey Journal. It's been real. I'm going to start the Patreon now. Until then, see you, brown cow. I want to learn how to DJ so I can MC every day. But it takes time. I just have to hope the rubber band snaps. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to take the dirt nap. Why? Because I choose to lay in my own shit too. Sometimes, but I plowed the fields, my dude. Just making sure you know what. This guy is Envoy. He needs an MC so I can pay for it. Catch you. I'm sorry, let me retry that last line. That was pretty rough. This is Envoy. He's my boy. The beat is Envoy. He loves to make beats, but he needs an MPC or some type of musical device. So go check him out, and he'll hook you up with some beats. He's nice. All right, deuces. All right. My dad literally just called me. Hey. It's pretty good, actually. So, I was actually gonna go pick up your gift. I just had to do something which was also a part of your gift, and then, your gift that I was trying to make yesterday kind of failed. So,
Okay.
I have to remake it. But, yeah, I just gotta go pick up your gift, and then I could be over.
Okay. Are you gonna eat?
Yeah, sure. I haven't eaten today, so that'd be nice. I could try your famous fried chicken.
Yeah, it's cooking now.
All right, sounds good. I'll try to be over by 4-ish, if that works.
Okay. I'll save some chicken for you then.
All right, I appreciate it. And I'm not gonna go to work today, so we can hang out for a little bit longer.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. I love you.
Love you too.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
That's my dad. The drill sergeant, Richard. But he's not really a drill sergeant. Why? Because who else had a drill in an anime that I like? Just saying. Alright, catch you guys later.